In this video, we're going to show you how to perform an oil change on your Ford Focus. With the hood open, go ahead and locate your oil dipstick right here on the front portion of the engine. I'm going to pull this out and grab a rag, and we're just going to simply wipe this as it comes out. Set it across the top of the engine. Locate the oil fill cap on the valve cover on the back here. I'm going to twist this open, remove it, and set it here. This is a good reminder that you do not start the engine because you might get distracted after you perform the oil drainage and forget to fill it. So this is a good reminder to go ahead and fill it at the end. Let's go ahead and raise and support the vehicle. With the vehicle raised and supported, you're going to locate the oil pan, which is right in the center here, and the drain plug for the oil is right here. It's a 13 millimeter. So we're going to use our socket and our ratchet to go ahead and loosen this. Now you want to have your catch can or your bucket, whatever you need to catch that oil, underneath and ready to go. Now when you unthread this here, I like to apply inward pressure as I'm unthreading it. Sometimes it holds that engine oil at bay. It's recommended to wear gloves when you're doing a job like this as well, and safety glasses. Once you feel that those threads start to skip a little bit, you can see the oil dripping out. You can go ahead and pull this away. Then we're going to go ahead and wait for this to drain. Now at this point here, I'm going to go ahead and install our drain plug. I'm going to torque it down to 21 foot-pounds. And then wipe it down. Now if you have some spray solvent, you can go ahead and use that as well. Let's now go ahead and remove the oil filter. Now just in front of the oil pan, you're going to locate the oil filter right here. You want to go ahead and use the appropriate tool to go ahead and loosen and remove the filter. The filter should not be this tight, but it is. Then go ahead and get your catch can, get that underneath. Wear gloves and safety glasses. Sometimes oil will start to run out. You can go ahead and let that drain. Once you remove that oil filter, go ahead and inspect up on the top. Make sure that the gasket from the oil filter is not still stuck here. It should be flat and smooth. Give that a few minutes to continue draining. Then we're going to go ahead and grab the appropriate oil that is recommended for the vehicle. And what we're going to do is we're going to prime the oil filter. So we're going to pour some oil into this here. And basically what we want to do is fill it up. The reason for this here is that it helps prevent most of the engine dry startup once you drain out all the engine oil. It's going to pull the oil from the filter, and then the oil from the pan will fill that oil filter. At this point here, it looks like we're pretty full. Take a little bit of this oil and rub it on the gasket. Just want a thin coat around that. And our oil filter is ready for installation. Before we put our filter up, let's go ahead and wipe down the base here. Make sure that surface is nice and clean, free of any debris. Go ahead and grab that oil filter. Line that up onto the threads, and then rotate it clockwise. Thread that on. Make sure it goes on nice and easy. Don't cross thread it. And when tightening the oil filter, you shouldn't have to really tighten it more than hand tight, but it needs to be a tight hand tight, maybe even two hand tight. There it is. You shouldn't have to use tools to go ahead and tighten that at all. At this point here, we're good to move up top. If you find any residual oil here, you can go ahead and wipe it down. Now up on top here, I want to go ahead and take a clean funnel, set that up. And our engine uses 520, and we're going to put in, well, it requires 4.5 quarts of oil. We already added some oil to the oil filter. So what we're going to do is we're going to pour the rest of the oil in from the original container that we started using on the filter. We want to continue to add this until we have a total of 4.5 quarts in the engine. All right, we have about our 4.5 quarts in there. Set that funnel aside. Grab your oil fill cap. Lock that on. I want to go ahead and take our oil dipstick, and we're now going to go ahead and place this into the engine. Our next step, you want to hop into the vehicle. You're going to start it up. Let it run for about 15, 20 seconds. Shut it down. Then you can come back out here. And you want to go ahead and check that oil level. After you shut it down, come back out here and lift this up and out. Now what we're looking for is we need to make sure that the oil level, you need to make sure that our oil level is right at the top dot here. If it's just below it, it's totally fine. But the top dot is the max or the full line. If you're down at the lower one, it's roughly about a quart of oil in between this area here. So you want it to be at the top, and ours is. Let's go ahead and put that right back in. Wipe down any oil that you might have spilt a little bit, and we're done.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.